Hello everyone, and welcome again to another LEGO Bionicle video. For today guys, I have a Bionicle Moc for you all, and this is in regards to the challenge that Nights of Minecraft 2016 gave me. As you can see here guys, we have Tarduk, the prime Glatorian of the Jungle Tribe. So this is how the storyline goes guys, with the likes of Gresh and Vastes all deceased, passed away, from the likes of Hamoomoo, Tarduk, the Skrull, and the Bone Hunters. The only people, or the only Bionicles that can literally, I guess, substitute for them is literally the Agori. They were the only ones who can fight for the good and defend their own villages, their tribes, and so they had to somehow fight. But thankfully, with the likes of Tomatanui barely surviving, he was able to use the Kinohi Ignika's powers to transform them and unlock their true potentials, making them into these Glatorian beasts, also known as Toas, of course, because Glatorians were technically Toas. And here he is guys, here is Tarduk, the prime Glatorian from the Jungle Tribe. Now I guess at the end of the day you guys might be thinking to yourself, oh, it just looks like Gresh except he's just wearing Tarduk's mask. Well guys, I did have to revamp it in my own way to make it look like it was Tarduk himself. Now of course, with the likes of Tarduk in his Agori form, he only has claws, just literally claws. That's his only weapon. And so I kind of, reintroduced the theme of claws and a lot of sharp things, a lot of sharp elemental themes to him. And I think it looks pretty cool at the end of the day. The green, the light green goes so well together. I've already added a few touches and features to it, which I'll explain to you later on in the video. But I just wanted to also mention that the reason why I stuck with just using G1 Bionicle pieces is because I wanted to keep it original. Of course, with all the Glatorians, they're all G1 pieces, all G1 sets, and they were quite simplistic. They were simple Glatorian builds. They weren't really that fancy and, complicated. And so I wanted to keep it simple for Tarduk as well, but give him the specs that he deserves, and of course that he would need against the likes of Hamoomoo, Tarduk, and of course the Skrull, the Bone Hunters, and of course the other villains. But anyway guys, with that said, I hope you enjoy this Bionicle Moc, and here we go. I'm showing you all the features. Okay guys, so as you can see there, I've actually just used the Gresh feet. Now the reason why I use them, because they just go so well with the set. It kind of looks like a jungle type of, looking feet. It just has that nice theme to it, and it goes so well with Tarduk. Even with the likes of Vastes as well, it would go so well. But that's the reason why I chose to use them. They just look good. And then of course you can also see up here that I've used the Gresh spiked armor shells. Now these are on the shin instead of on the upper thigh, as you all know with Gresh. I thought I'd add them there just because it looks cool. And the reason why I also did that was because I wanted to fill in the upper leg with these spiked armor shells, or I guess spiked blades, that Tarduk does have on his shoulders. I thought that would be a nice fill in there just to cover up just the leg there, instead of just having black looking connector pieces just sticking out there. So I thought it was a nice elemental look to it. And then of course, moving right on up, you can see that I've also used just typically the Gresh body piece there, or the torso piece. I had to keep it the same guys, because it looks so good, nice and slim, and then kind of has that nice bulky look at the top there. Just goes so well, especially with his Kinohi or his mask there. The green, the dark green just goes so well, so that's the reason why I kept it as it is. Now of course you can revamp it up, add some things to it, but I really didn't have anything necessarily that I could add to make it look better, so I kind of left it how it was. As mentioned guys, I wanted to keep it original, just like the original Glatorians. And then of course there you have his Kinohi or his mask there, just the same thing. There's nothing really changed about it. You can see there is the Glatorian in the trans orange Bionicle headpiece there also he's wearing, and I think it looks so good. It definitely gives him some nice beaming looking orange eyes there, which I really like. And then of course, yeah, as mentioned, there is the Kinohi there. Nice element to look to it. As mentioned guys, can you see the spikes? That's the whole reason why I kind of gave him a spike type of theme, just because he's got spikes everywhere, and just from his original Agori form, that's what literally he portrays, just claws. His feet are also claws, so yeah, that's the reason why. But anyway, moving on forward, you can also see that I've used here some more of the Gresh armor spike shells there on his shoulders there, just to cover up the connector pieces as mentioned. Now looking at the back, I've kept it the same as well. There you can see are the armor shells that Gresh does have. I kept them how they are because they look good there, using as fill-ins. I thought it was a great idea, just to leave them how they were. Now down here guys, as you can see here, this is a nice touch I kind of implemented. Now these are the wings from Uxar, the creature of jungle from the G2 series. Yes, I had to kind of implement something a bit different from the G1, so I had to give him kind of wings, because as you all know, with the likes of the Glatorians, they weren't necessarily able to fly, and so when with the likes of Toa Matanui unlocking the ability for Tarduk, he gave him the ability to fly. So he was kind of like the Toa of air in a way as well. And think about it, guys, jungle, you know, jungle insects flying, so it kind of makes sense to implement that type of idea, and I think it looks great, guys. Of course you can move it you know, left and right. You can push it in and out as well, so that's also a nice thing as well. So honestly, you can do whatever you want with these wings. You can put them in closer. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So I think they look really good there, to be honest, and I'm really happy that I did add them in. So here's just to show you a better image. So here, as you can see, as mentioned, guys, so you can push them in, you can push them back. Oh, and that one came off by accident, but they're really simple, guys. You know, it's just a simple elemental, or kind of like a spec, just to add, because hey, why not, guys? I think it looks pretty cool, and yeah, just to give them the ability to fly, because hey, why not? None of them can really fly, so why not give them the ability to fly? And I think it looks pretty cool. You know, it's pretty standard, as mentioned. Just put it in, bring them out, maybe kind of like that, aerodynamic possibly, or something like that, I don't know. But you can really do whatever you want, endless combinations and you know, positions you can really place the wings in. So here, guys, is his two primary weapons. He has the jungle blades on each arm. It's actually connected to his forearm there, and the reason why I added in jungle blades is because, as you all know, with Tarduk, he has claws, and claws obviously gives off the theme of spikes and sharp and, you know, scratching and all that stuff, except with the likes of this jungle blade here, it's literally for cutting and slicing, and literally for bigger foes. And in a way, I thought it was a great touch to add. And let's be honest, guys, it's a great weapon though. Come on, you have to agree with me, especially with Gresh. I know with Gresh, originally he would hold it in the arm. I didn't like that idea. I thought, hey, come on, let's think outside the box here. And so I kind of gave him these blades here, kind of like Wolverine, and I thought it looked great. So it's on each arm there, as you can see, and yeah, they just look pretty cool. And then of course you have the, as you all know, the Thornax launcher with the Thornax fruit there, typical Glatorian weapon to have. And so as mentioned, I kept the theme, you know, I kept it original, and I thought it looked pretty cool there. Just wanted to quickly show you the blades again one more time before he falls over. Oh, look at that, he's kind of doing the Matrix there. Isn't that cool? Just look at that, guys. That thing's super sharp. Just imagine that coming into your face. Anyway, guys, in terms of articulation, it's pretty standard. You know, you can get articulation, of course, in the arms as well. Whoopsie daisies, kind of did the splits there. In the arms, of course. In the head, yes, you can. Oh, I actually completely forgot to mention these as well. I added in these claw pieces here. Now, these claw pieces are originally for Tarduk, and I added those in because, hey, why not? It's a nice touch to add to the shoulders there, and to give off, you know, something instead of just leaving it bare there. And I thought it looks pretty cool, to be honest. That's the reason why I added them in. But anyway, here's the articulation. You can also actually move them closer in, or even move them back, because they're held in by connector pieces which can actually move. So that's a nice touch as well. Of course, same thing applies with this arm here, and of course the Thornax fruit works nicely. There you go, it works. And then of course, you know, down here, I've said of course like 3 times now, sorry guys. But anyway, here is just leg articulation. You can see it for yourself. Now of course, I gotta stop saying of course. As you all know as well, you have knee articulation here, which is great, and then you have, you know, as mentioned, leg articulation, and then, you know, feet articulation, etc, etc. So that's all good stuff. Articulation is great. There's nothing wrong with the set. It doesn't, you know, there isn't really anything stopping you from trying to pose it nicely, so that's not a problem at all. And I think that's pretty much it. Of course, I've already shown you the back, showing you the wings there as such. There we go, just to show you the wings again, why not? There you go. So as mentioned, just to bring down the camera a little bit, so yeah, you can, you know, lift them up, lift them down, move them up, move them side, you know, whatever you want. The combinations are endless, and you can really just pose this guy into some nice looks, or nice poses, I guess. So there you have it, guys. That is my Bionicle Moc on the Prime Glatorian Tarduk of the Jungle Tribe. I hope you have enjoyed this, guys. Big shout out to Knights of Minecraft 2016. Thank you so much for the idea. I'll definitely be doing many other, or hopefully I can, to be honest, but I'll see if I can try to do many other Glatorian remakes or Toa Mocs in a way for the Agori. If you guys have enjoyed this, smash the thumbs up button, guys. If you haven't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know why, guys, in the comments below, what you think I can improve on and how I can make this set better. Of course, there's always, you know, room for improvement. And of course, you know, at the end of the day, if you guys can give me some compliments, what you like about the set, I guess what makes it different to Gresh, and what makes it different to Vastes possibly, let me know, guys. I really like to know what you guys all think of it. And of course, at the end of the day, if you haven't, guys, please subscribe to the channel so then you guys are all up to date with any new videos I do post out. As always, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. I'll be talking to you all very, very soon. Bye bye.